One of the most unlikeliest treasures of the ancient woodland in Hampshire, described by William I as the New Forest, is the tarmac of the runway of a World War II airfield. Incredibly, until the discovery of this lost film, little or nothing was known of one of the most significant periods, the days before D-Day, at Beaulieu Airfield. In his book, Hampshire Airfields in the Second World War, R.J. Brooks says, "The unit operated from the first light of dawn to the last ray of sun in an effort to wear down the enemy before the Allied invasion in June 1944. 1 week after the invasion, they had gone." But it is the book by Robert E. Dorr and Thomas D. Jones, called Hawks, that tells the untold story of the American flyers who were billeted at Beaulieu during the Second World War. As planning progressed for an Allied invasion of Nazi-held Europe, they say, the Hawks made a move to better support it. On March 5, 1944, 365th Fighter Group moved to Beaulieu, Hampshire, England, close to the major channel port of Southampton. Here, if a man could get off base into nearby Brockenhurst, he could enjoy a delightful pub. Beaulieu offered the men better facilities, a more efficient fueling area, and a longer runway than Gosfield's. It was from this base that the Hawks would learn the ropes of air-to-ground combat as a prelude to the D-Day mission. The book goes on to say, once again pilots and ground crews lucky enough to sleep were awakened at 3 a.m. On the second of the group's maximum effort missions for the day, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Coffrey led 15 Thunderbolts aloft from Beaulieu. His 388th Squadron pilots, call sign Elwood, each lugged a pair of underwing 1,000-pound bombs targeted for the local transportation network and any enemy ground forces spotted. The bomb line, the boundary marked on their maps outside the Allied front lines, beyond which the P-47s could attack anything that moved, was 2 to 5 miles inland. All day on May the 3rd, 1944, back at the Hawks base at Beaulieu, England, near Southampton, mechanics and armourers had swarmed over the planes. Thunderbolts, heavy, bottle-shaped fighters with 18-cylinder power plants turning 13-foot propellers. Each plane carried a 108-gallon belly tank of high-octane gas, a pair of 1,000-pound bombs slung under the wings, and 8 heavy half-inch caliber machine guns, commonly called 50s. To the Hawk pilots, the P-47 was a flying tank. Only the notoriously bad late spring weather brought relief to the Germans. Low ceilings and poor visibility on June the 9th grounded the Hawks, and the Wehrmacht quickly took advantage of the gloomy skies. Back at Beaulieu, the exhausted ground crews knew the GIs were vulnerable without air cover, and they worked hard hoping their Thunderbolts could get airborne if the weather broke, however briefly. The pace of combat over post-D-Day Normandy accelerated. By late June, the Hawks in the air each day knew their time at Beaulieu was short. Their dive bombing and strafing missions were closely tied to the GIs grinding their way through Normandy hedgerows. On each sortie, the flight to and from Beaulieu consumed an hour of flight time and fuel, limiting both the squadron's bomb load and their loiter time over France. To meet the air support needs of the Allied ground forces, the 9th Air Force groups would have to operate near the battlefield in France. After the beach landings, the group supported the Allies as they fought to break out at St. Lo and push further westwards. They supported the airborne assault into Holland, and during the autumn of 1944 flew to aid the seizure of Aachen. The group received a Distinguished Unit citation for taking out a large number of enemy aircraft over the Bonn-Dusseldorf area in Germany on the 21st of October 1944. The 365th was one of the 9th Air Force fighter groups to win a Distinguished Unit Citation for action in southern Germany, knocking out airfields and aircraft to help speed the Allied advance.